everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I'm doing something different this year. I know I'm doing a lot of different things this year, like my style of panning for the year has changed, but I decided instead of doing my normal 3 out 1 in or 1 for 1 for gifts and PR, I am going to attempt to do a makeup rehab. I see tons of people doing it. The first person I ever saw do it was It's Just Steph. I don't know if she created it or not. If somebody knows who the actual creator is, let me know. I will put it down in my description box, and I will, shout it out whenever I do my updates on this, because it's a brilliant idea, and, whoever created it should get that credit for it. So that being said, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. I've watched tons of makeup rehab videos, low-buy videos with the same basic premise. With the bank and how you can earn and how you have to take away and all those kinds of things. I know Paul is doing a version of that as well. But the first person, like I said, that I saw do it was It's Just Steph. So, we'll figure out where it started. But I don't feel like I have a really bad spending problem as far as products coming in. I do get PR. I do get people's like friends of mine that declutter and think I might like something that they're decluttering. I do get those occasionally. Every now and again I'll get like that wild hair and I'm like, I want to buy the things that are on sale that I've been eyeing up for a while. And whenever they go on sale, it makes it harder for me to not pull the trigger, so to speak, on those purchases. And I really want to make sure that I'm accountable. I kind of want to do this for a year and see how it goes, if it's even worth it for me to do a makeup rehab. Because a while back I did a really long no-buy. I want to say it was like 3 years. I think it was 3 years. I can't even remember. It's been that long. And like everything changed for me after that. So I feel like I'm in a much better place with my purchases, but I do get tempted, and I want to make sure that I'm being held accountable for those times when the sales get me. And it's not even like the fear of missing out. Like, I know a lot of people have FOMO, especially with the limited edition stuff. That doesn't faze me at all. I do like the pretty things, and then if I can get the pretty things at a good price, it sucks me in. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but like, I have a very good willpower at full price, like very good willpower. I may really want something, but I have good willpower. I'm sure it's probably the way I grew up in a single parent household without the money and stuff like that. I'm sure that's ingrained in my head somewhere. But if that thing that I've been looking at for a while, if it's on a wish list somewhere and it goes on sale, like a really good sale, I have a hard time with that. Like, I really struggle. I'll put things in my cart, I'll empty my cart. I'll put things in my cart and I'll empty my cart. And I'll have that constant struggle of, should I just buy it? I don't want to just buy the things. I have so much. I have so much stuff, and I'm very thankful that I have a lot of stuff. I'm thankful that I get gifts from people. I'm thankful that I get PR and that I'm able to purchase things when I want them. But it's too much. It is too much, and I want to hold myself accountable. So that is why I'm doing this. I thought about how I wanted to do this. I watched so many people's videos, and a lot of people, they give themselves a bank, or they have certain categories that are excluded. They can buy a palette a month and no more outside of their budget, so to speak, of their points. And I don't want to do it that way. That's not me. That's just not how I roll. And I completely respect people that know themselves. They know their buying habits and what works for them. And, kudos to them. But that wouldn't work for me, because if I don't have good, strict parameters, I don't have parameters at all. That's the way my mind works. It's got to be on a straight and narrow, or it's off in left field. That's just the way my willpower works. I'm kind of like an all or nothing kind of person. That's just my, it's an obsessive, like, personality trait. I have it. It's just who I am. So I know I need those rules. So I am not starting with a bank. I'm at a big fat goose egg right now. If I want points to purchase things, or to get PR, or if people give me gifts or send me their declutters or whatever, I got to earn those points. Everything is going to count against me and towards me in this bank. So that being said, I do not want to break this up into categories. If I finish something, like this big Mama Jamma right here, this polish remover, if I finish this, I get 1 point for it. And, you know, if I have to repurchase this, I have to use that point to repurchase it. It doesn't matter if, like, of course I don't have any samples right here. Okay, I do. I do have a little sample. I have this little lotion sample. If I use this, it's 1 point. It's, it doesn't matter if it's a sample, like a one-time use, full size, deluxe, doesn't matter. It's in my inventory. If it takes up an inventory spot, if I use it completely, it counts as a point. That's the way it's going to work. It doesn't matter if it's makeup. It doesn't matter if it's beauty. All my points can be used anywhere. They can come from anywhere. They can be used anywhere. So that being said, that is for finished products. I will have for makeup products only, with the pan, jar, whatever. If I hit pan or jar on something, I'm going to give myself a half a point. I want to make sure I'm using things up, but I'm also giving love to other things in my collection. So half a point to hit pan and whole point to finish. I am going to have to work really hard if I want to buy anything. And my birthday month is in March, so I'm sure I will be getting gifts. So I need to work hard to not purchase anything before then, and I need to hit pans. I need to finish stuff if I want to not go into the negative. If this works out well for me, I'm probably going to carry it over, like whether I have a positive or a negative bank at the end of the year. If I feel like this was successful for me, like it really worked for me, I'm just going to continue it into the next year. I will, you know, I'm not, like I've always started fresh every year, like wipe the slate clean, start over and see how it goes. But I feel like with this style of Makeup Rehab, I need to not just be accountable for that year. I need it to go like the longevity of my collection, if that makes any sense. This is so new to me. I'm not sure if I'm making any sense to anyone else. Like, it kind of makes sense in my head, but I don't know if I'm like relaying that to you guys. So we're gonna play it by ear. I guess I can make some adjustments through the year if it's not working out for me. But I'm really hoping that having these strict rules of not starting with the bank, you know, starting at the big fat goose egg, 1 point for finished products, half a point for hitting pan. Oh, I didn't even think about this. Just, you know, because, see, I don't write anything down before I turn the camera on. I just, like, I fly by the seat of my pants. Once that camera's turned on, whatever comes out of my mouth is literally what's going through my head. I don't have, like, I have a spreadsheet for my updates and stuff like that to keep me on track, but this kind of stuff where I'm thinking it through my head, I have no notes on it. So I'm trying to remember everything that I wanted to touch on, how points are going to be, just like with a palette, for example. I know Alex counts a grouping of eyeshadows as one thing or a palette as one thing. I know me, I can't do that for me. I love that she does it for her because eyeshadows is her thing. That's just who she is. That's her passion, is her eyeshadows. I do love my eyeshadows. I do love my polishes, but again, I need those strict parameters. So for me, if I am using up one shadow and I get 1 point for it, it makes sense to me in my head for my collection and the parameters that I want, that if I want to buy, how many eyeshadows is in this? 16, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 18. So if I want an 18 pan palette, that's going to cost me 18 points. If I want to buy like a face palette that has a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter, so 3 pans, that's going to cost me 3 points. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me in my head, but if I'm only getting 1 point for a shadow finished, I don't feel like, for me and my personal collection, that one eyeshadow finished giving me 1 point can get me a whole eyeshadow palette, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I really do, because, you know, sometimes things make sense in my head, but when they come out of my mouth, it's like, huh? What was that? I don't understand. So, yeah, if I have forgotten anything, hopefully I can clarify. I probably should have written some notes down for this, but yeah, it's basically going to be a 1-for-1, except for the hitting pans is going to be the half a point. And I'm going to try really, really hard not to go into the negative, but I do know that one of my friends is getting ready to do a declutter. She's kind of been working on a declutter, so I might be getting some stuff for that declutter. And again, my birthday is coming up in March, so odds are I am going to be getting something makeup related for that. I get my PR in, that kind of stuff. So I either need to use some stuff up or hit a lot of pans. So we will see how it goes. Wow, I can't talk. It is 12:30. It's like midnight 30. I'm tired, and you know, Jessica's just babbling at this point. I'm going to wrap this up. If you know who started Makeup Rehab, let me know down in the comments. If I have not clarified anything, if I've forgotten anything, or you have any questions, cares, concerns of how I'm doing this, if I completely missed the boat and I'm not doing it correctly, let me know, because this is so new to me and I want to make sure that I'm doing it properly. So, you know, leave your kind comments down below. You can tell me I'm crazy if you do it in a nice way. I'm okay with that. All right, I am going to wrap this up. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.